Hello, I'm Dr. Susan Parker, a urologist and wellness educator focused on intimate health and confidence in midlife and beyond. Today I'm going to share what 20,000 women reported wanting in bed, but often feel too shy to say out loud. I'm not here to lecture or sensationalize. I'm here to translate quiet truths into simple, respectful actions that make intimacy feel safer, more connected, and far more satisfying for both partners. You'll leave with a clear blueprint you can use tonight. No guesswork, no pressure, and no awkward scripts to memorize. Just grounded, compassionate guidance that honors health, consent, and genuine connection. Let's begin with a comforting reality. Most women are not looking for performance, they're looking for presence. The difference between those two words explains half of the confusion that shows up in bedrooms around the world. Performance is about doing more. Presence is about being more here. Attentive, calm, considerate. When women described their best experiences, they didn't praise complicated techniques or dramatic intensity. They mentioned feeling emotionally safe, unhurried, genuinely seen, and physically comfortable from beginning to end. That combination is what unlocks trust. And trust is the quiet engine of intimacy. If you're a man listening right now, especially over 40 or 50, you've probably felt how pressure and guessing can tighten your body and shorten your breath. That tension blocks connection. The good news is that women's top requests revolve around things you can do immediately, without special tools, training, or perfect timing. These are habits of attention, pacing, and care that transform ordinary evenings into honest closeness. I'm going to give you those habits in clear, actionable steps, and I'll organize them into a before, during, and after sequence you can remember under real-life conditions. First, here's the headline distilled from thousands of candid responses. Women want 5 fundamentals, in this order: safety, slowness, sincerity, sensitivity, and steadiness. Safety means emotional and physical ease, no pressure, no sudden moves, no teasing that cuts. Slowness means pacing that allows her body to warm up at its natural speed. Sincerity means you're there for connection, not scoreboard points. Sensitivity means you notice and respond to subtle cues in breath, tension, and expression. Steadiness means consistency. You don't disappear emotionally in the middle, and you don't rush at the end. When those 5 are present, everything else works better. When anyone is missing, everything feels off. Let's translate those fundamentals into simple actions, starting with the time before intimacy. The routine begins long before the bedroom. Tiny signals during the day shape how safe, open, and receptive a partner feels at night. Start with warmth that has no strings attached. Send a message that says, "Thinking of you. No pressure tonight, just us." Offer help that lightens her mental load. Dishes, a drive, a small task she's been postponing. These gestures switch the nervous system from alert to receptive. Many women wrote that being cared for in ordinary moments opens the door to closeness later. It's not manipulation, it's partnership. When the evening arrives, create a gentle transition. Lower the lights, put the phone away, choose unhurried music. Tidy the space so it feels intentional rather than improvised. Hygiene matters more than people admit. Fresh breath, clean hands, trimmed nails, and a quick shower if the day was long. These details communicate respect without a word. They also reduce self-consciousness for both of you, which makes the body more willing to relax. Now the most powerful pre-intimacy step, a micro-conversation that lasts under a minute and calibrates expectations. Try this simple line. I want us to take this slow and keep checking in. Is there anything you'd like more of, less of, or not tonight? That sentence signals safety and gives her permission to speak. Many women said they hesitate to request gentler pacing because they don't want to hurt feelings. When you open the door, You bypass guessing and build trust. If she says, "Let's keep it soft," honor that. If she says, "I'm tired but would love closeness," shift to affectionate time without agenda. Consent isn't a legal checkbox. It's a tone that wraps the whole experience. During intimacy, the single most repeated request was slowness at the start and steady attention throughout. Think of pacing like warming cold hands by a fire. You don't press them directly into the flame. You hold them nearby and let the heat spread. Begin with non-demanding touch that has no expectation of where it must lead. The purpose here is to help the body feel safe. Slow, warm hands, gentle pressure where muscles tend to carry the day. Shoulders, back, hips. Notice breath and muscle tension. If her breath shortens, pause. If her shoulders drop, you're doing it right. A relaxed body is a responsive body. Men often try to speed up to create more spark. The truth from thousands of women is the opposite. Slowing down creates more. Sensitivity is the second pillar. You don't need to be a mind reader. You just need to pair your attention with small, respectful check-ins. Use soft questions that invite guidance without putting her on the spot. More of this or less, and stay here, are excellent. When she gives any feedback, treat it like gold. "Thank you, I've got it." That short reply dissolves pressure and tells her you're listening. Listening is the most attractive skill in the room. It turns uncertainty into connection. Now let's talk about confidence. Women wrote often about preferring calm, grounded confidence over flashy moves. Calm confidence looks like steady breathing, relaxed shoulders, and unhurried hands. It sounds like simple words spoken at a comfortable volume. It avoids the script of exaggerated praise that doesn't match the moment. You're not auditioning, you're connecting. If nerves appear, acknowledge them gently. "I'm happy we're here. Let's go slow." Honesty shrinks anxiety. Anxiety shrinks sensation. This is physiology, not psychology. A calmer nervous system improves circulation and comfort for both of you. Comfort is the third pillar. Pillows are not just decoration, they're tools. Support her lower back or knees if the angle feels strained. Offer a blanket if the room is cool. Suggest a brief position change if any area feels compressed. This is not about choreography. It's about kindness. Many women said they didn't want to ask for adjustments because they feared breaking the mood. When you offer them first, you protect the mood. The body opens when it feels protected. Now let's add a framework you can remember. PACE. Presence, affirmation, care, ease. Presence means you are not distracted, your attention is steady. Affirmation means you reflect back what's working. Like this? Stay here? Got it. Care means you actively support comfort with pillows, temperature, and pressure that match her feedback. Ease means you avoid rushing, hold pauses without awkwardness, and let quiet moments breathe. Pace turns a good evening into a reliable pattern. Many women also expressed a wish for gradual progression and for moments that linger instead of jumping ahead. Think of progression in 3 layers: warmth, response, and deepening. Warmth is the slow, affectionate stage that tells the nervous system it's safe. Response is the stage where the body signals readiness through breath, softness, and a sense of melting. Deepening is the stage you enter only after those signals are clearly present. Skipping layers creates resistance. Honoring layers creates flow. Let's address voice and words. Simple, sincere language is best. Compliments should be grounded and specific. "I love being close to you." "You feel amazing." "I love your laugh right now." Avoid comparisons and avoid pressured praise that aims for a reaction. Words can either invite the moment forward or pull it under a spotlight. Keep them inviting. And remember that silence can be supportive when it feels warm rather than distant. Your breath, your hands, and your calm presence are already saying plenty. Another repeated request was unmistakable respect for boundaries. If she says "not tonight" to any activity, accept it without negotiation and redirect to closeness that feels comfortable. Slow touch, cuddling, a quiet conversation, or simply sleeping in each other's arms. Acceptance elevates trust, and trust often opens doors in its own time. Pressure may produce compliance once, but it damages the foundation. Consistent respect repairs old bruises neither of you meant to create. Now let's talk about the after phase, what many women called the part everyone forgets. Aftercare is not optional if you want intimacy to feel whole. Slow down, stay present, and avoid the instinct to roll away immediately. Offer a warm cloth or a glass of water, adjust the blanket, ask one gentle question: how's your body right now? Listen to the answer. Hold the quiet. This is where bonding consolidates. The nervous system encodes the entire experience as either safe and nourishing or unfinished and slightly stressful. Aftercare writes the last paragraph. Make it tender. What about midlife realities like fatigue, dryness, or performance worries? The most attractive response is practical kindness. Fatigue means earlier evenings or shorter windows of connection with more presence. Dryness means proactive comfort measures and unhurried preparation. Performance worries mean anchoring in breath and focusing on connection rather than outcome. Many women explicitly said they prefer honest, connected time over any narrow definition of success. If something doesn't go as planned, keep the tone light and warm. I love being with you. Let's just enjoy this. Relief restores the body. Shame freezes it. To make all of this effortless, I'll give you a 7-step flow you can memorize tonight. First, set the scene. Low lights, calm music, phone away, clean and fresh. Second, bridge the day. Offer a small acts of care moment, help with a task, a shoulder rub, or tea together. Third, calibrate consent. Ask the gentle question: anything you want more of, less of, or not tonight? Fourth, begin warm and slow. Non-demanding touch, steady breath, attentive eyes. Fifth, check in simply. More or less. Stay here, respond with "got it." Sixth, support comfort. Pillows, temperature, small adjustments before strain appears. Seventh, close with care. Water, warmth, a soft question, quiet holding. If you follow that flow, you'll naturally include the 5 fundamentals: safety, slowness, sincerity, sensitivity, and steadiness, without needing to remember jargon. Let's add 3 small daily habits that make intimacy easier at night, especially for couples in midlife. First, tiny doses of affectionate touch with no agenda. A hand on the shoulder while passing, a quick hug in the kitchen, a kiss on the temple. These small contacts tell the body, we are good, so the evening doesn't have to rebuild trust from zero. Second, shared movement, even 10 minutes. A walk after dinner regulates circulation and mood. When the body feels better, the mind is kinder. Third, a 2-sentence gratitude exchange before sleep on non-intimate nights. Something you did today that I appreciated was... And something that made me smile was... Gratitude reduces defensiveness. Defensiveness kills desire. The opposite of defensiveness is teamwork. Many women also noted that clear emotional signals matter. If you've had a tense day, acknowledge it instead of letting it leak into the evening. I was short earlier. I'm sorry. I value you. Let's reset. Repair is powerful. It reopens doors far faster than silence and distance. Emotional honesty is not weakness. It's adult strength that allows intimacy to feel safe again. Now, I want to give you a compact framework you can repeat in your head if you feel nervous. Listen. Lean in, invite guidance, slow down, tend comfort, encourage, and notice. Lean in means orient your body and attention toward her. Invite guidance with brief questions. Slow down your hands, your breath, and your pace. Tend comfort with pillows and warmth. Encourage with grounded affirmations. Notice breath, muscle tension, and expressions. This simple loop keeps you present. I also want to address a common myth the data contradicts, that intensity equals satisfaction. What most women described wanting was coherence. The experience feels connected from start to finish, with no sudden leaps, no pressure, and no harshness. Coherence is created by pacing, by linking moments with breath, by letting the body arrive before the mind asks it to go further. If you think of your time together as a song, coherence is the melody you can hum afterward. It's not the loudest part, it's the part that makes sense. Another truth from thousands of responses is that compliments and curiosity outweigh any specific technique. Curiosity means you stay open to the person in front of you, not to what you think should happen. Ask, do you like this tempo? Is this pressure okay? Would you like to pause? Compliments mean you reflect real-time appreciation without exaggeration. I love being close to you. I'm happy we slowed down. You're beautiful here with me. When words match the moment, they land. To help you anchor these ideas, let me share 3 brief stories distilled from common patterns. Mark is 62 and used to rush because he feared losing momentum. He learned to breathe slower and ask one check-in question every few minutes. His partner reported feeling finally unhurried, and their evenings became more frequent with less pressure. This wasn't a technique upgrade, it was a pace upgrade. Daniel is 55 and works long hours. He started a habit of helping with dinner cleanup and initiating a 10-minute walk most nights. Intimacy didn't become constant, it became easier. His partner said, "You feel more here." Presence is not poetic, it's visible. Luis is 48 and struggled with self-criticism. He began ending every evening, intimate or not, with a 2-sentence gratitude exchange. The tone of the house softened. The number of good nights rose on its own. Gratitude is foreplay for trust. If you're thinking, this sounds simple, you're right. Simple is not simplistic. Simple is repeatable under stress. When we reduce intimacy to complicated tricks, we lose the plot. When we return to presence, pacing, and care, we rediscover what partners have always wanted, to be safe, seen, and supported. A final word about health. As a urologist, I see daily how circulation, sleep, medications, and stress affect intimate comfort. If you or your partner are navigating dryness, hormonal shifts, pelvic tension, or performance worries, compassionate adjustments and honest conversation matter. Earlier evenings, unhurried preparation, comfortable positions, and practical supports are mature choices, not compromises. The most attractive quality in any room is kindness paired with clarity. When you bring those two, nearly everything improves. I want you to carry one sentence into the rest of your week. Presence beats performance every time. When you create safety, slow the pace, keep your attention sincere, tune into subtle cues, and remain steady from start to finish, you give your partner what most women quietly wish for but feel shy to request. And in giving that, you receive more than you expected. Ease, connection, and the kind of confidence that doesn't shout because it doesn't need to. If this message brought you clarity, take one small action tonight. Dim the lights a little earlier. Offer help with a task that weighs on her. Share a calm hug with no agenda. When the time feels right, ask the simplest, most generous question in the world. More of this or less? Then listen, and let the evening unfold at the speed of trust. This is educational guidance, not a substitute for personalized care. If you're dealing with persistent pain, significant changes in urinary patterns, or concerns about intimate health, speak with a qualified professional. Healthy, respectful intimacy is a vital part of overall wellness, and it grows best where there is safety, kindness, and patient attention.